Year since the COVID pandemic struck the world and altered our reality and our lives as we know it. Whether it's masks, sanitizers, lockdowns, work from home, this has all become part of the new normal. Now, we managed to cope with the first wave. We did emerge through it, but very bruised and battered, controlling the spread of the virus with exercising utmost caution. But now we are in the grip of a second wave. The difference this time around is that we are armed with 2 vaccines. Network 18, in partnership with Federal Bank, has launched a campaign. It's called Sanjeevani, a shot of life. Our mission here is to raise awareness, to reach each and every citizen across the country and highlight the importance of the vaccine. We will also try and allay fears and help clear doubts. Join us on this drive as we hope to deal with the coronavirus. We of course have a special program lined up here on Network 18 across all of our channels as well as our digital platforms. So let's go right to it. Joining me on this crucial campaign is my co-anchor, CNN News 18's executive editor, Anand Narasimhan. Let me go across to him in just a bit.
Morning Shireen, morning to all our viewers joining us here on this entire broadcast. There is a saying, या कहते हैं एक शेर है कि कौन कहता है कि आसमान में सुराग नहीं हो सकता, कोई तबीयत से पत्थर तो उठा लो यारों। गुड मॉर्निंग टू ऑल आवर व्यूअर्स। कहते हैं कौन कहता है आसमान में सुराग नहीं हो सकता, कोई तबीयत से पत्थर तो उछालो यारों। Ladies and gentlemen, that's what we are doing. We are putting out an effort to create mobilization, awareness towards getting the vaccine. एक ही सवाल है, if you are eligible, तो वैक्सीन लगाया क्या? Thank you for joining us here on this never before attempt at the Atari border. With me is a campaign ambassador, is a lion-hearted gentleman who I'm a huge fan of for the work that he's done, selfless work that he's done, Sonu Sood. Sonu, इस कैंपेन से जुड़ने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। संजीवनी वैक्सीन लगाया क्या बहुत अहम है आज की तारीख में।
Yeah, thank you so much, Anand. It's a pleasure कि आज इतनी बड़ी मुहिम में आज हम लोग जुड़े हैं सर।
We have the DGBSF Rakesh Asthana ji also with us. This is live on television. Sonu, आप बता रहे थे क्यों आप इस कैंपेन से जुड़े। Rakesh Asthana ji and the forces, they've done a fantastic job guarding ourselves. But ये वक्त है कि जब हम देश को एक पैंडेमिक से बचाएं और उसके लिए सबसे बड़ा शॉट ऑफ लाइफ जिसे कहते हैं वो ये वैक्सीन है।
मुझे याद आता है उस समय जब पूरी माइग्रेंट्स की मूवमेंट शुरू हुई थी और हम लोग सड़कों पर उनके साथ थे, वापस भेज रहे थे और हम लोग यही बोलते थे कि आप आराम से जाएं, सुरक्षित जाएं, सेफ डिस्टेंसिंग रखें, मास्क पहने। और आज जब हमारे पास वो वैक्सीन आ गई है तो मैं चाहता हूं कि हर एक इंसान जो आज हमें सुन रहा है, देख रहा है, वो जरूर लगाएं क्योंकि बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है अपने आप को, अपने परिवार वालों को और देश को सुरक्षित रखना।
तो आपने भी वैक्सीन लगाया। मेरे साथ DGBSF राकेश अस्थाना जी भी हैं एंड ही इज आल्सो टेकन द वैक्सीन। आई एम हैंडिंग इट बैक टू शरीन एंड वी विल टेक दिस कन्वर्सेशन फॉरवर्ड।
Well, thank you very much, Anand, and thank you to Sonu Sood as well as to the entire BSF top brass there to join hands with us here at the Network 18 campaign. And we will, of course, show you visuals of Sonu getting vaccinated. He had the vaccine shot taken last night, so we'll talk to him a little bit about his experience as well. And Anand, I'll keep coming back to you. So thanks very much for kicking things off here with us. Now, as India is in the grip of a second wave of the COVID pandemic, what we're seeing across the country, ladies and gentlemen, is poor COVID discipline. The common citizen is guilty of that, but more importantly, so are the politicians. People are not wearing masks, not maintaining social distancing, and as COVID fatigue continues to escalate, we are seeing caution being thrown to the winds. It has forced state governments to reimpose lockdowns, to reimpose restrictions, and that does not help anyone. It hurts the economy, it hurts the common citizen, it hurts livelihoods. So what we are trying to do here today is to ensure that people who are eligible to get vaccinated come out there and get the shot. Our vaccines have been developed by scientists, both global as well as Indian. They have worked very hard over the past year, and of course at this point in time we are trying to aggressively ramp up the vaccination drive. We've done about 30 lakh shots just yesterday, and this is going to be a crucial tool in our armory to deal with the COVID pandemic. Here's a look at what Sanjeevani is about.
The coronavirus pandemic has changed our lives forever. Once the virus struck our nation, millions were forced to retreat from their lives and even separate themselves from their families. Frontline workers forced to stay away from their loved ones, and grandparents unable to embrace their grandchildren. India was a global leader in controlling the COVID surge. The pan-India lockdown arrested the spike in cases even as the pharma sector went into overdrive to deliver a vaccine. After a year of battling the pandemic, the nation slowly opened up to kickstart the economy, armed with not one but two indigenous vaccines to beat the virus. However, months later, vaccine hesitancy and COVID fatigue has driven the nation into the grip of a second wave. Hotspots across the country are going through a second series of lockdowns as cases surge on a daily basis. Our vaccines are prime weapon against this deadly disease. April 1st marked the date when those above 45 started getting the jab. The task before the nation is to inoculate as many as possible. Over 6 crore have been vaccinated, but we need to pick up the pace. Network 18, in partnership with Federal Bank, rolls out Sanjeevani, a shot of life. A campaign whose mission is to raise awareness about the importance of getting vaccinated. The drive comes at a crucial time when the nation is also facing vaccine wastage due to low footfall. Around 66% of India's population lives in remote and inaccessible villages, making it tougher to get citizens vaccinated. The campaign aims to reach each and every Indian to highlight the importance of the vaccine, to allay fears, to tackle vaccine hesitancy. We as a nation can still beat this disease, and the vaccine is our Brahmastra. Join the Sanjeevani mission to make India COVID-free.
Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, is our hope, that is our aspiration, and we would request all of you to join hands with this campaign. My colleague Anand Narasimhan is with the frontline workers, the men who defend our borders, keep us safe. Let me go right back across to him. Anand, you're there with the men who in the line of duty defend us, keep us safe day and night, and of course you're there with a man who through the year has done a lion's share of trying to ensure that migrant workers go back home with dignity.
Absolutely. I've got Shyam Srinivasan of Federal Bank who joined us as partners, and also Sonu Sood, who needs no introduction. But the person I'd like to get a quick comment from is somebody whose team has been working tirelessly to keep us safe. but he is also somebody who's also championing this fight against the pandemic amongst his team. DGBSF Rakesh Asthana ji, first up, thank you very much. This is a phenomenal feeling for me, and I can still feel goosebumps. It's a very, very special moment. You've made it happen. Thank you very much for supporting this campaign here. Your thoughts, first up, मैं आपसे जानना चाहूँगा.
First of all, I must appreciate the efforts for creating this awareness. Mr. Sonu Sood is here and he is a known figure. BSF is the first line of defense for the country. Not only against the enemies, we are defending the country, but we are contributing a lot for fighting this pandemic right from the beginning. We have not only made our troops and their families aware about the vaccination, but also wherever we are deployed, we are making the people aware about the importance of vaccination and making constant efforts to promote the vaccination program. So I'm very happy that this Sanjeevani, a shot of life, has been thought of, and today you are kicking off this awareness program from Wagah border. Thank you.
हम एक ही बात कह रहे हैं राकेश जी कि लगाया क्या, हम यही पूछ रहे हैं, पर मैं आपसे ये जानना चाहूंगा कि आपने वैक्सीन लगवा लिया, कहीं आपकी टीम में कभी ऐसा हुआ कि सर बुलेट से डर नहीं लगता लेकिन वैक्सीन से डर लग रहा है?
नहीं, वैक्सीन का कोई डर नहीं है, सभी ने लिया. एज अ लीडर वी हैव टू लीड फ्रॉम द फ्रंट एंड every Jawan, his family members, all the officers, subordinate ranks, everyone has taken the vaccination and we are doing our bit to create awareness also amongst the masses. Thank you.
सोनू, आप तो इसी इलाके से हैं, मोगा ज्यादा दूर नहीं है, पर एक रिक्वायरमेंट ये है कि लोग टीका लगाएं, वैक्सीन लगाएं, और ये लगाया क्या जो हमारा कैंपेन है वो इसीलिए कि लोग वैक्सीन से घबराएं नहीं. आपने तो एक सेकंड नहीं लगाया इस मुहिम से जुड़ने के लिए. सो व्हाट वाज द थॉट प्रोसेस?
बहुत स्पेशल था. मुझे लगता है कि जो जर्नी मेरी रही है पिछले कुछ 1-1.5 साल में, जब मैं माइग्रेंट से जुड़े उनको हमेशा घर भेज रहे थे तो बोल रहे थे कि सेफली जाओ, लेकिन अभी समय वो आ गया कि जब हम पूरे देश को बोलें कि आप वैक्सीन लगाएं. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है आपके लिए, आपके परिवार वालों के लिए, हमारे देश के लिए. और जैसे हम लोग सुनते हैं कि बहुत सारे लोगों को माइंड में एक डर है कि वैक्सीन लगवाएं या इंतजार करें, तो मैं उन सबसे ये कहना चाहूंगा कि बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आज आप खुद जाकर पहल कीजिए, मोटिवेट कीजिए अपने परिवार वालों को, दोस्तों को. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है आपके लिए, आपके देश के लिए. लोगों से सवाल पूछिए, लगाया क्या?
लगाया क्या? आपको डर लगा था जब आपने टीका लगवाया?
जी, मैंने लिया, वैक्सीन लिया. सो आई थिंक
आपके मन में कोई किसी तरह का संकोच था? किसी तरह?
नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं. मैं आई वॉज रियली लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड कि लगवाना है, और मैं उम्मीद करता हूं, मैंने अपने बड़े दोस्तों को वापस बोला कि यू हैव टू कम फॉरवर्ड एंड गेट वैक्सीनेटेड.
Shyam Srinivasan, Managing Director, Federal Bank, is with us. Shyam, wonderful to have you with us. Shireen has a question and then I'll take it up forward. Yes, Shireen.
Well, thanks very much, Anand. I know that you will get to Mr. Srinivasan and ask him about whether he's been vaccinated or not, but more importantly, I want to ask Mr. Srinivasan about the impact on the economy, because this shot is not a shot of life alone. It is a shot for resilience. It's a shot to enhance the recovery that we are currently in the midst of for the economy. Mr. Srinivasan, many thanks for joining us here on this campaign. That's my first question to you, sir. How concerned are you that we're now in a phase where we're starting to see restrictions, mini lockdowns, partial lockdowns being reimposed? We saw the debilitating impact that the lockdown had on the economy with that historic contraction. How concerned are you today, sir?
I think firstly this is extraordinarily special. I mean, the television can't do justice to the situation we're sitting in.
Yes.
I don't think anybody can experience what is going on here. To look around and see thousands of Jawans with their leaders sitting here and getting inspired to take this, I think the message is spread deep into the country. And that itself, Shireen, will be the biggest shot of life, which will re-inspire people to get confident that we can overcome this. The last 12 months has been bad. But I think the fact that 2 vaccines are available, incidentally I have taken mine. So I do think that the bankers, we are 12 lakh bankers in the country and many more people who support us. all of us should be given and should take the shot. And that itself will be a big inspiration for the economy to sort of come back. Yes, there are challenges, but we've had a tough 12 months. We've navigated it well. I'm quite confident that the period ahead, maybe the next 2-3 months, maybe a lull, but it'll come back roaring. And bankers have been at the forefront, just like our Jawans. I'm convinced that our bankers will again play front foot and spread the message. And that's really what Federal Bank has taken this. I'm so excited that we've had a chance to work with Network 18 to do this program. This is going to be really special. I don't know television can do justice to the grandness of the occasion.
Absolutely.
Oh. Yes, I would imagine that it cannot do justice to the setting, and what an iconic setting it is. But Mr. Srinivasan, you're absolutely right. Bankers have also been absolutely crucial in the fight back, and they've been batting on the front foot, as you rightly said, and we hope that that will of course continue. You know, you've got the shot. I would imagine that you will urge all employees across Federal Bank to get vaccinated as well. Many companies, many corporations, India Inc. has come out and said we're willing to bear the costs, we're willing to partner with the government to ensure that the vaccine reaches everybody, because this is going to aid the economic recovery. What do you see as the next steps as far as this public-private partnership is concerned when it comes specifically to the vaccination drive?
I think the first and foremost, just like all our frontline workers, we've been appealing to IBA, to the government, to allow all bankers, not just 45 plus, because there's so many of us in the front line, right? And everybody should get vaccinated because that will help serve the country, serve people's needs. And as that comes along and many of the government and regulatory initiatives fall in place, I do think this time around the more people get vaccinated and the confidence comes back, the level of panic will be vastly lower. And in a couple of months or 3 months, as we step up, already about 8 crore Indians have got vaccinated. I hope it sort of takes at a much higher rate. And in the next 3-4 months, a large majority of frontline people get vaccinated. I do think we can sort of bounce back faster than the last time around.
See, one of the aspects which stands out is कि जो रेड जोन में फर्स्ट वेव में थे 130 डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में से कम 29 करोड़ पीपल का पॉप बेस है जिसको कि वैक्सीनेट होना जरूरी है. सर, मैं आपका ज्यादा समय नहीं लूंगा. मैं बस आपसे ये जानना चाहता हूं, व्हाट इज योर इंस्ट्रक्शन टू द एंटायर टीम and to our viewers as somebody who's leading the forces in the front line?
मेरी टीम ऑलरेडी अवेयर है. पूरी फोर्स को कोई परेशानी नहीं है वैक्सीनेशन लेने में. उनके परिवार वालों को कोई परेशानी नहीं है. मेंटली दे आर प्रिपेयर्ड एंड वी हैव स्टार्टेड वैक्सीनेशन ऑफ देयर फैमिली मेंबर्स. इट्स अ मैसिव थिंग व्हिच इज गोइंग ऑन बिकॉज BSF is 2,65,000 force and their family members. All of them have been taken care of. Right now, the family members have been, this vaccination of the family members, eligible family members has started. देश की जनता के लिए मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा कि जितना ज़रूरी है देश के दुश्मनों से लड़ना, उससे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है अपनी जो हेल्थ है उसके दुश्मनों से लड़ना. अभी बहुत कठिन समय है हमारे लिए, लेकिन वैक्सीनेशन से बगैर डरे हुए वैक्सीनेशन लेके इस कोरोना की बीमारी को ख़त्म करना है. तो कोई डरने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. हम सभी वैक्सीनेशन लें और इस बीमारी का डट के मुकाबला करें. थैंक यू.
Rakesh Asthana ji, thank you very much. I know you have engagements here because you've also come here. So I request you to also join us back. Shireen, back to you in the studios.
All right, thanks very much, Anand. We'll keep coming back to you. Sonu Sood and of course Shyam Srinivasan continue to be with us. But let's now go across to the man who is at the helm of the fight against COVID, the Union Health Minister, Dr. Harshvardhan, in conversation with my colleague, CNN News 18's political editor, Maria Shakil.
Joining us now in this campaign is Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan, someone who has been leading from the front first in COVID management and now the country's vaccination drive. Dr. Harshvardhan, appreciate your time. I remember you had said and used the word Sanjeevani. Today we are launching this campaign Sanjeevani. When the Government of India launched the entire vaccination on January 16th, you were very hopeful that people will come out and get themselves vaccinated. When you look at the entire vaccination drive till date, are you satisfied?
Oh yes, certainly quite satisfied, because on 16th of January the Prime Minister has launched this campaign, and to begin with we had started with healthcare workers. We followed it up with frontline workers on 2nd of February, and then in March we added another category, that was people above 60 years and those with comorbidities between 45 and 59, and then recently we have from 1st of April made everybody above 45 years eligible. And you look at the progress, we have already given over 8 crore doses. It's the latest figure that I saw in the morning was something like 8 crore 30 lakh doses have been given to all these categories of people. And in fact, yesterday itself 43 lakh doses were given in one single day. So it has been a huge success as far as the vaccination campaign is concerned. It's almost 50,000 places in the country, government as well as private, where at these health facilities the vaccination is being given. Everybody who is eligible to be vaccinated, he can register himself through a very simple mechanism, uses phone. There is a absolutely seamless activity on the CoWIN platform.
आपने इसको संजीवनी क्यों कहा था?
देखिए, मैंने 2 मार्च को जब अपनी फर्स्ट डोज लगवाई थी तो मैंने ये कहा था कि हमारे सबके जो प्रिय भगवान हैं हनुमान जी, उन्होंने संजीवनी बूटी लाने के लिए, आपको ध्यान है कि शायद सारा आधा हिंदुस्तान जो है वो क्रॉस करके उड़कर जो है वो हिमालय पर्वत से जो है संजीवनी बूटी लेके आए थे। हमने ये कहा कि ये संजीवनी भी जो है आपके जीवन की रक्षा करने के लिए, आज जो वैक्सीन है कोविड की, ये भी संजीवनी का काम कर रही है। हनुमान जी को तो इतनी लंबी चौड़ी यात्रा करनी पड़ी, सारे देश को क्रॉस करना पड़ा हिमालय पर्वत तक जाने के लिए। आपके लिए संजीवनी हमने घर के पास हजारों स्थानों पर, सरकारी और प्राइवेट अस्पतालों में, और सरकारी अस्पतालों में बिल्कुल पूरी तरह से निःशुल्क, बिना किसी पैसा खर्च किए, और प्राइवेट अस्पताल में भी बहुत ही नॉमिनल खर्चा उसके ऊपर उपलब्ध कराई है। तो मैंने लोगों से कहा था कि वैक्सीनेशन को लेना, जिनके लिए भी सरकार के एक्सपर्ट ग्रुप्स ने एडवाइज किया है फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी के रूप में, ये एक प्रकार से इसको जन आंदोलन बनाना जरूरी है। और इस जन आंदोलन में जो संजीवनी आपको वैक्सीन के रूप में दी जा रही है, ये आपके प्राणों की रक्षा के लिए है। ये आपके प्राण को कोविड के वायरस से लड़ने की और ज़्यादा अभूतपूर्व क्षमता देने के लिए है, ताकत देने के लिए, एंटीबॉडी पैदा करने के लिए है। इसलिए मैंने इसको संजीवनी कहा था। और मुझे बड़ी खुशी है कि आज जब मैं आपका कैंपेन देख रहा हूं नेटवर्क 18 का फेडरल बैंक के साथ, तो मैं देख रहा हूं कि आपने इस कैंपेन को नाम दिया संजीवनी, शॉट ऑफ लाइफ। और सच्ची बात यह है कि ये आज जो वैक्सीन है 2020 और 21 के अंदर, जब कोविड ने सारी दुनिया को प्रभावित किया है, सारी दुनिया के लिए ये एक बड़ा विषय कंसर्न का बन गया है। कितने सारे लोग इसके कारण बीमार हुए हैं, कितने सारे दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण ढंग से हमारे देश के अंदर और दुनिया में लोगों की इसके कारण जो है प्राण चले गए हैं। हमारे कोविड वॉरियर्स इसके कारण हम खो चुके हैं, डॉक्टर्स, नर्सेज, फ्रंटलाइन वर्कर्स, इतने लोग हमने इसमें खो दिए हैं। ऐसे में जब हमारे वैज्ञानिकों ने थोड़े से समय में, यानी 1 साल से भी कम समय में हमें वैक्सीन बनाकर दे दी है, 2 कंपनियों ने वैक्सीन हमारे लिए उपलब्ध करा दी है, और अभी आधा दर्जन लोग जो है वैक्सीन और नई नई बनाने के लिए रिसर्च जो है उसको एडवांस स्टेज में पहुंचा चुके हैं। ऐसे में हम सबका, समाज में हर व्यक्ति का, सभी स्वयंसेवी संस्थाओं का, जो CSR के अंदर जो है सेवा करना चाहते हैं देश की और समाज की, और आपके जो मीडिया के हमारे भाई, जिनको आपकी जैसे भाई और बहन, जिनको मैंने स्वयं कहा कि वो भी कोविड वॉरियर से कम नहीं है, ग्राउंड जीरो पे उन्होंने काम किया है। आप सब लोगों का जो ये कॉपरेशन है, इसको वैक्सीनेशन के काम को एक आंदोलन बनाने में, ये मैं समझता हूँ इसको ये स्वागत योग्य है। मैं हृदय से आभार व्यक्त करना चाहता हूँ, और मैं चाहता हूँ कि देश में जैसे सारे साल कोविड में जरूरतमंद लोगों की कितनी सारी स्वयंसेवी संस्थाओं ने खड़े होकर मदद की, जिसको भोजन की जरूरत थी उसको भोजन दिया, जिसको सड़क के ऊपर सहायता की जरूरत थी उसको सहायता दी, जिसको उसके घर पहुंचाने के लिए सहायता की जरूरत थी उसको उसमें सहायता की, जिसके लिए घर की टेम्परेरी व्यवस्था करनी थी उसके लिए वो व्यवस्था की, जिसके खाते में पैसा पहुंचाना था तो सरकार ने ऐसे 80 करोड़ लोगों के बैंक के खातों में हेल्प करने के लिए पैसा पहुंचाया, राशन पहुंचाया। अब उसी तरीके से अब ये वैक्सीन भी सब जरूरतमंद लोगों को उपलब्ध कराने के लिए उनको जानकारी देना, उनको इन्फॉर्मेशन देना, उनको नॉलेज देना, और उनको जो लोगों को वैक्सीन लग गई है उनके अच्छे अनुभवों को उनको शेयर कराना, ये हमारा सबका कर्तव्य है।
This second wave that we are looking at, Dr. Harshvardhan, is seeing an unprecedented rise in the number of cases. Is this because of the new mutant, and do we really know much about this new mutant?
You see, right now, you see, as far as the mutant is concerned, we know everything that is to be known about the mutant, because we are doing genome sequencing also. We are doing, you see, testing all over the country in big numbers. Yesterday itself, we tested 12 lakh people. More than 25 crore people tests have already been done in this country, and more than 10,000 genome sequencing have been done. So, as far as the mutant strain is concerned, we have this knowledge that, say for example, in Punjab, there is some evidence of the UK strain being there in the transmission and all. But by and large, there is no significant definite evidence which can say that because of the mutation in the virus, this surge is there. But there is certainly a significant element of, you would say, contribution of the lack of following of COVID appropriate behavior that is contributing to this surge. So again and again we are emphasizing that please do not forget the COVID appropriate behavior. It is most important thing to be taken care of right now. As far as the mutations are concerned, even if the mutant is there, even if the mutation is there, whether it is the South African or the Brazilian or the Punjab or UK one, where we have some 17 to 23 changes in the virus, but the treatment remains the same. The treatment remains early testing in big numbers, isolating the people, doing the contact tracing and giving the prompt treatment. That basic cardinal principles, they remain the same. So they have to be followed. Similarly, as we did in 2020, we have to ensure that we are isolating people, we are ensuring good quality surveillance, we are making these zones where we can at least isolate people, and all the basic principles that were followed in 2020, they need to be followed again now.
On World Health Day, what's your message to the people of the country today?
You see, World Health Day is something which is dedicated to health. The great organization WHO has been giving a health message on every World Health Day, and this time they have said this towards a fairer and a healthier life and all, about universal health coverage and all. So right now, in the context of COVID, I would say, I would, number one, strongly appeal to everyone, please, 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 for God's sake, take care of yourself. The only thing that I recommend you is that do not forget the COVID appropriate behavior, that's number one, and take care of your health yourself. Don't wait for the doctor or the system to take care of your health. Just by pursuing, you see, some exercises, some meditation, some gymming, some cycling, and taking good quality, adequate nutrition, you can protect your health. And if you are healthy, COVID is unlikely to attack you, provided you are also following the right precautions. And once people become conscious about what they need to do to strengthen their health in terms of contributing for positive health, promotive health, preventive health, imparting health education to their children and to people in the society, all this ultimately will help us in this country with so many proactive and aggressive programs which have been developed and initiated under the leadership of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. We in India shall be able to develop a successful health for all model for the whole world, which can be emulated by others. And for that, it's not only the doctors and the hospitals and the health system, but we all have to contribute ourselves also.
On that very, very positive note, Dr. Harshvardhan, always a pleasure to speak to you, sir. Thank you so much for joining us in this campaign. That's all from me. Dr. Harshvardhan, sending that message to the people of the country when we are starting this biggest vaccination drive. Over to you.
All right, thanks very much, Maria. That, of course, is the Health Minister talking to us. And as he was pointing out, there are, of course, mutant strains from UK, Brazil, South Africa, but there is also Indian mutant strain, a double mutant, and that, while there is no conclusive evidence on whether that is the cause for the rise that we're seeing in states like Maharashtra, that is something that studies are being conducted on. But we're continuing with our campaign, and joining us now from Apollo Hospitals, the health partner of our campaign to give the nation a shield is Dr. Anupam Sibal, the Group Medical Director and Senior Pediatrician. Dr. Sibal, many thanks for joining us here on the Sanjeevani campaign. It's always a pleasure to speak with you. Let me start by asking you about the experience so far as the vaccination process is concerned. The Apollo Group of Hospitals has many vaccination centers under the group across the country. My last conversation with Sangeeta Reddy, she said you were doing an average of about 13,000 doses a day. You have the capacity to do significantly higher. Since the 1st of April, once the relaxation has been announced for the age limit, what's the scenario?
Thank you, Shireen, for inviting us, and we're delighted to be a part of this amazing campaign, Sanjeevani. I think what we are seeing is, while we are seeing more and more people come forward and have questions about vaccination, and then they make a qualified decision, we personally feel that the ability to ramp up is considerable, because with the rise in cases, we really need to be able to utilize our capacity a bit more. And I think through your medium, we perhaps need to dispel a few questions of, a few doubts that people have. Firstly, if this is not going to last, the immunity is not going to last for 2 years, what's the point? It doesn't always protect you from getting the infection. So let's be clear. What are we looking at? The vaccine is supposed to keep you out of hospital. The vaccine is supposed to prevent serious complications. And very importantly, the vaccine is supposed to prevent you from dying. Now, let's be very clear. So if you're vaccinated and you get an infection, and if it's very mild and you get a fever of 99 or 100 for a couple of days and you have a little bit of a cough, that's so much better than having to go into hospital, get serious complications, and perhaps suffer from long COVID. The second is, how long will the immunity last? Well, we don't know how long the immunity will last after a natural infection. So how can we, at this point in time, when the vaccine's been available only for a few months, predict will it last for a year or so? But what we definitely know is that once you get the vaccine, the immune system gets conditioned to respond to the virus should there be an additional exposure to the SARS-CoV-2 virus. So while you sometimes might not have very large or very high titer of antibodies, doesn't matter. You have cell-mediated immunity that we can't measure. You have the B and T memory cells that will get activated once the virus, exposure to the virus happens, and our body will fight it and we'll develop an immune response. So I think some of these unfounded in many ways concerns people have need to be dispelled. Some of the concerns about complications also, on one end you have the risk of dying, on the other hand you have a risk sometimes of getting a complication. Yes, you have to weigh the risk-benefit ratio. We have to do that in treatment every day. So, this is about making the right decision, and the right decision is to get vaccinated. Have your questions answered, talk to your clinician, talk to your doctor, and go ahead. And I also want to urge some of the young people who we are seeing now, who are getting more and more COVID, is that they don't get serious complications, so they think, oh, what's the big deal? Well, there is a big deal because you can pass it on to your parents and grandparents. So yes, you're not eligible for vaccination just now, but there's no stopping you from, social distancing, from masking and from sanitation.
Yeah, but Dr. Sibal, on that point, before I get Anand in on the conversation, and he's waiting by to jump in as well, on that issue, many states are saying that it's time now to lower the vaccination age to perhaps 25. The Indian Medical Association is saying everyone above the age of 18 should be vaccinated. Given the fact that this wave, we're seeing people in the age group of 30 to 40 being affected much more significantly in higher numbers, do you believe that we should now look at lowering the age?
Well, I think, first of all, the government of India's response to vaccination needs to be applauded. One, it's digitally driven. That's truly remarkable. Two, it's scientific. Choosing the age of 60 and then 45 to 60 with comorbidities, and now without comorbidities, 45, is in itself huge. 300 million, 30 crore, just 3 crores less than the population of the United States, and 3 crore more than the population of the fourth most populous country in the world, Indonesia. So even phase one is huge. Yes, everyone acknowledges that we need to vaccinate everyone. It's a question of prioritization. It's a question of getting the infrastructure ready. It's a question of the supply chain. It's a question of getting the vaccine available. And I think everyone will need to be vaccinated. There is no doubt about that. It's a question of when.
Right.
And I think it's a graded response. And I'm pretty sure a few weeks down the road, there would be a revision in terms of who else can be vaccinated. And also, as a pediatrician, it's very important to highlight here that kids will also need to be vaccinated. Of course, we don't have a vaccine in India, but we have a vaccine license above the age of 12 in the US now. And the data will become available in the coming months about several of these vaccines for children. We want them to go back to school. We want to get some kind of normalcy. And it's important that even kids get vaccinated at some point in time.
Well, that's still a distance away. Anand, go ahead.
Well, Dr. Sibal, thank you very much for partnering us and for joining us here, Dr. Sibal. I've got Shyam Srinivasan here. One of the aspects, एक बहुत बड़ी बात है जो कि हमको गौर करने की जरूरत है. अगर ये 5 districts जो हम करें, and what you're doing is phenomenal. In 5 districts, that is Amritsar, Indore, Guntur, Dakshin Kannada and Nashik, total population base is about 2 crore people, of which about 50% are eligible for vaccine, यानी 1 crore. But as of 6th of April, Shyam ji, only 13.7 lakh people had gotten themselves vaccinated. Yani ki there is a need to mobilize, and you are doing something phenomenal along with Sonu there.
I think exactly, you hit the nail. The awareness has been created. Now we have to make accessibility and availability. And one of the biggest things that we are doing through the Sanjeevani and program is to try and reach out and go to the grassroots and show people and make it available for them so they can go out and take this vaccine. So
you're going to make the vaccine available?
Yes, we're going to make the vaccine available, and hopefully this 1 crore that is currently not vaccinated in a short period of time can get the vaccine. And I think that is going to be life-changing. I heard them talk about the 25 to 45, but I think they are really the front line. If you take a bank or a service capability, to open up the economy, they need to be confident and capable of serving. So I do think as we reach out to these 5 districts, and I'm hoping we can multiply it further, but we do want to give an attention to these 5 districts. Over 1 crore people over the next, is going to be quite life-changing.
4,831 गांव हैं इन 5 डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में सोनू, जहां पर हमने ये कहा है कि हम लोगों को वैक्सीनेट कराएंगे, और कहीं अमृतसर भी यहाँ शुरुआत होती है. आपको लगता है ग्रास रूट पर ये बताने की जरूरत है, लोगों को टीका लगवाना जरूरी है, भले आपको कोविड हुआ हो या ना हुआ हो?
बिल्कुल आनंद, मैं खुद मोगा से बिलोंग करता हूं, यहाँ से बिल्कुल करीब है, और मुझे याद है कि मैं बहुत अपने दोस्तों से बात कर रहा था और बहुत सारे लोगों के बीच में ये सोच थी कि लगवाएं कि ना लगवाएं, सेफ है या नहीं है. मुझे लगता है कि सबसे पहले वो चीज जहन से निकालनी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि सबसे पहले काम कीजिए कि गेट वैक्सीनेटेड. हर एक इंसान को लगाना बड़ा जरूरी है. फिर जैसे आपने बोला कि एज फैक्टर्स तो आएंगे, उनका नंबर तो आएगा ही आएगा, अगर इफ यू टॉक अबाउट 25 इयर्स और 18 इयर्स. लेकिन बोलते हैं कि जब ऊपर से शुरुआत होती है तब वो जो वाइब होती है नीचे तक जाती है. जब आप एज एन एल्डर, हेड ऑफ द फैमिली, आप एक एग्जाम्पल सेट करते हैं कि हमने वैक्सीन लगाया है तभी आपके दूसरे परिवार वाले लगाते हैं। तो आई थिंक इट्स अ ग्रेट ड्राइव जहां पर हम लोग देश के हर एक इंसान को मैसेज दे रहे हैं कि कल नहीं लेकिन आज आपको वैक्सीन लगाना
जी संजीवनी शॉर्ट ऑफ लाइफ वैक्सीन हैशटैग लगाया क्या एंड पंजाब एंड where we are right now the chief minister has also spoken. Shireen, back to you.
Yes, absolutely. You know, we heard from Shyam Srinivasan there as well as Sonu Sood on the districts that Federal Bank will be focusing on. And as you pointed out, Anand, Punjab has also borne the brunt of the COVID wave. The Chief Minister has requested the centre to expand the vaccination drive. In fact, my colleague Jyoti Kamal spoke with Captain Amrinder Singh. Listen in.
A big initiative by Network 18 and a CSR initiative by Federal Bank Limited, along with Sonu Sood, of course, flagging it all off. We have Captain Amrinder Singh, the Chief Minister of Punjab. Network 18 is launching the biggest vaccination drive for the country, in fact, to kind of motivate people to go in for vaccination on a very large scale. How do you see Punjab really coping with this? How has this kind of entire effort been for you?
I am afraid that Punjab has lagged behind. We should have had many more cases of vaccinations. But for some reason there is a reluctance to have it. Now I don't know what that reason is, but I've been appealing now and every now and then to ask people that you must do it. I've had it. People I know who've got cancer have had it. People who are on the terminal stages have had it. I mean, why shouldn't a healthy person have it? It's something that the whole world is doing and you must do it. And I keep saying this all the time, but obviously there's something lacking in either my appeal or people's understanding that they just don't want it.
In fact, a hashtag that Network 18 is also launching is hashtag Lagaya Kya. We of course saw you getting the vaccination. People have been apprehensive about getting vaccinated, that it could perhaps lead to some side effects, there could be some sort of an issue, there could be trouble.
Well,
what was your experience getting the vaccination done? Were you kind of apprehensive? Were you worried?
In fact, I kept 2 days after. I had it on a Friday and I said Saturday, Sunday I'd take off in case I have any reaction. But I had it and in the afternoon at about 4 o'clock, and by the morning I didn't even feel where the prick was. So the question of having some sort of a reaction wasn't there. There was no headache, as they said, or some other sort of aches and pains, but nothing at all. But this has all been played up by the media. And that is why people are probably nervous of doing this.
In fact, Sanjeevani, the campaign that we have launched, is going to be across the country, motivating people to go in for vaccination. Is there a plan that you put in place for Punjab as well in terms of how it starts? How is it going to be done? Because you have been leading from the front in terms of giving directions.
We're having every Thursday, we're having a COVID meeting and we're going to push it forward and do whatever we can, PR work and whatever else, to convince people that it's very important.
In fact, we are maintaining the right social distancing, but you have been noticing that a lot of people have been taking it a little bit easy. If you remember correctly, you were one of the first very senior people to go out there and say that this is not something that needs to be taken lightly. People need to be warned. This is something which is going to be with us for a very long time. That was a phase when people were thinking it's perhaps going to go away quickly, but you were the one who had been warning that it's not something that's going to be going away quickly.
I know, I've been saying so all along, and I've also been saying that there shouldn't be crowds. I mean, look what's happening in Bombay. Here nobody bothers. I mean, you have Kejriwal having a meeting of 35,000 people. On the stage, he's wearing a mask, nobody else is wearing a mask. Similarly, Sukhbir Badal having a rally. He is not wearing a mask himself, forget about the rest. Now, this is irresponsible behavior on the part of the leadership. If this leadership can on every stage say what we are saying, maybe people will start listening. But when they are doing it themselves, who's going to listen?
In fact, we have the entire team at Atari from where we are flagging this kind of entire movement off. What are the steps that you would kind of insist upon in the coming days, which Punjab needs to ensure that it is safe and secure from COVID?
No crowds, doing what you've been doing, which means masks and washing your hands and whatever the doctors have been saying. And what is more important is now that you have it, inoculate yourself. That's the most important thing to do. Now, inoculation is not something that's going to knock COVID out, but it'll raise the capability of your body to fight it, and that's what you need. You need the right amount of whatever they call it to be able to tackle this virus, and I think that is important. So apart from taking whatever pills and all you're told to take, this is most important, and let that happen. Because I've had a friend who's 78 years old, and he got it. And immediately we sent him off to hospital and he's back. So the thing is that these things can be looked after. That's one. Second, I think those people who haven't had it must remember that it's a very vicious disease And please, for God's sake, don't take it lightly.
Before we sign off, what would be your Punjabi message to Punjab to make sure that they kind of stay
देखो
safe?
मैं पहला भी पंजाब ਨੂੰ ਕਿਹਾ ਬੜੀ ਅੱਛੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਮੈਂ ਅੱਜ ਟੈਲੀਵਿਜ਼ਨ ਤੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਰੱਬ ਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਬੜੀ ਗੰਭੀਰਤਾ ਨਾਲ ਲਓ ਸਮਝੋ ਕਿ ਇਹਦੀ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਅਹਿਮੀਅਤ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਟੀਕਾ ਲਗਾਉਣ ਦੀ I mean, if you want to save your families and save your children, this is the only way. And please do it. And I promoted the idea of taking injections and also taking other precautions, which I've talked about.
We go back to Atari, but thank you so much, Captain Amrinder Singh, for a very strong and clear message. Punjab needs to inoculate itself to make sure that it stays safe.
Yes.
Thank you so much, and back to you at Atari.
Well, thanks a lot. बहुत बढ़िया कॉन्वर्सेशन हुआ वहाँ कैप्टन अमरिंदर सिंह के साथ ज्योति कमल का। लेकिन मैं आपको बताना चाहूँ, जहाँ हम बैठे हैं अठारी में और इसके पास अमृतसर में आबादी करीब 25 लाख की है, जिसमें से 11 से 12 लाख लोगों की एलिजिबिलिटी बनती है वैक्सीन लगाने की। लेकिन सिर्फ 1.3 लाख पीपल यानी कि 1,30,000 के करीब लोगों ने अब तक वैक्सीन लगवाया है। तो इसलिए ये पूछना जरूरी है, वैक्सीन लगाया क्या? सोनू सूद ने तो वैक्सीन लगा लिया। दिखाएंगे आपको एक ब्रेक के बाद। These 5 districts, there is Amritsar, Indore, Guntur, Nashik and Dakshin Kannada. A total of 4,831 villages that we are going to cover. We are going to encourage them, facilitate them in taking the vaccine. And मेरे साथ अभी यहाँ बैठे हैं 2 लोग जिन्होंने वैक्सीन तो लगाया ही है, but they also believe this is the Sanjeevani against the pandemic, against this COVID-19 virus. Sonu Sood and Shyam Srinivasan. Sonu, आपने लगाया क्या?
बिल्कुल लगाया।
कहाँ वैक्सीन लगाया आपने, बताइए? ऊपर आम में। कब लगाया आपने?
मैंने कल लगाया।
कल लगाया। कैसा फील कर रहे हैं, कैसा महसूस कर रहे हैं, बताइए दर्शकों को।
बहुत इनफैक्ट यू फील मोर रिलीव्ड और आपको लगता है कि आपने अपना फर्ज निभाया है। मैं यही कहूंगा कि वैक्सीन लगाना सिर्फ वैक्सीन लगाना नहीं, पर अपना फर्ज निभाना है अपने देश के लिए, अपने परिवार के लिए। और जब मैंने लगाया मुझे कुछ महसूस ही नहीं है, एकदम लग रहा है कि एकदम सब ठीक है, वैसे ही हर चीज नॉर्मल है।
हाँ, तो अब मैं मंच पर ऐसे लोगों के साथ बैठा हूं जिन्होंने वैक्सीन लगा लिया है और जिनके शरीर में, जैसे मैं, जिनके शरीर में एंटीबॉडीज भी हैं। सो आई एम गोइंग टू बी एबल टू टेक ऑफ माई मास्क फॉर अ बिट। लेकिन वीड लाइक टू शो यू दैट मोमेंट वेयर सोनू एक्चुअली वेंट टू द अपोलो हॉस्पिटल और उन्होंने वैक्सीन लगाया। देखिए।
Our campaign ambassador Sonu Sood was able to get a hassle-free jab done, all thanks to our health expert on the campaign, Apollo 24/7. Earlier, he used the Apollo 24/7 app to register himself in what is a very easy and quick process.
Hi everyone, so all set. So today is a vaccine day. आज मैं पहली दफा जाकर I'm taking the shot and I'm pretty excited and I just want everyone to follow this. Today I'm in very safe hands of the nurses, doctors and staff of Apollo 24/7. So all set, let's follow. So all done. पता भी नहीं चलेगा आपको, लेकिन आपकी सेहत को जरूर पता चलेगा कि आप एकदम सुरक्षित हो। सो जस्ट गो हैव योर वैक्सीन टुडे। सो द वैक्सीन इज डन। एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट चीज आपको याद रखना है कि वैक्सीन लेने के बाद 30 मिनट्स तक डॉक्टर्स के पास रहना है। आई थिंक छोटी सी जिम्मेदारी आपके देश के लिए। थैंक यू।
और आपको एक और बात याद रखनी है कि यू कांट लेट योर गार्ड डाउन डिस्पाइट गेटिंग वैक्सीनेटेड before the second dose, and depending upon Covishield and Covaxin, it's a gap of at least 45 to 70 days. जबकि उसके बाद आपके अंदर इम्यूनिटी सेट होती है, तो आप ऐसा नहीं है कि आप अपना गार्ड डाउन कर सकते हैं। लेकिन कैसा लगा, आप थोड़ा नर्वस लग रहे थे जब आप अंदर गए? हार्ट बीट बढ़
नर्वस नहीं, लेकिन जैसा बोला कि बहुत लोग अलग अलग एक्सपीरियंसेस होते हैं। कुछ लोगों को लगता है कि थोड़ा सा बुखार आएगा या फिर दे फील लिटिल डिफरेंट, बट मुझे बिल्कुल पता नहीं चला कि लगाया है तो मैं वही कहना चाहूंगा सब लोगों को कि आपके माइंड में जो भी सबके एक्सपीरियंसेस हैं वो सिर्फ आप उस पर मत जाइए, आप वैक्सीन लगाइए एक जिंदगी की नॉर्मल रूटीन की तरह, और फिर देखिए कि आपकी जिंदगी कैसे एकदम नॉर्मल हो जाएगी।
Shireen Bhan is also with us. सुन रही हैं वहां स्टूडियो में? This vaccine hesitancy is something we have to overcome through this campaign. You have to keep asking, लगाया क्या श्रीन?
Well, that
वैक्सीन लगाया क्या?
नहीं, मैंने नहीं लगाया आनंद, बिकॉज आई एम नॉट एलिजिबल, तो मैं नहीं अभी लगा सकती जब तक कि रिलैक्सेशन और नहीं अनाउंस करता गवर्नमेंट। सो एट दिस पॉइंट इन टाइम आई हैव नॉट बीन एबल टू से दैट मैंने लगा लिया वैक्सीन। सो दैट्स एज फार एज माई स्टोरी इज कंसर्न। बट लेट मी गो अक्रॉस टू श्याम श्रीनिवासन। मिस्टर श्रीनिवासन, व्हेन डिड यू गेट वैक्सीनेटेड?
I got it on the 3rd of April in Cochin. I did have, sort of little anxiety going in, but within minutes it was done, and I took my paracetamol, went back to work. So it's really something that you just take it in the stride. The few minutes going in is exciting or worrying, but after that it's quite normal.
But what you're doing with the 5 districts is very, very special. What you're doing is 4,831 villages is not a small number, and these 5 districts, ये जो 5 districts आपने देखे हैं, they were also part of the red zone districts, 130 districts. So it's important that vaccine goes down to the last person there, eligible person there.
Absolutely, Anand. I know, just a little background. Around October, November, when this whole thing was at its peak, we had a lot of initiatives in the bank, which we were doing more in a smaller micro level. You're looking for some stage where it's more national and deep-rooted. And I think this program, and exactly what you said, we're looking for districts which have the greater incidence and lower awareness. So this was a great population that we could pick. I seriously, like I mentioned a while ago, if we get across to this 1 crore plus people, get them vaccinated, it can be really game-changing for those localities and people. So we are quite keen to make this happen, and this program, thanks to you guys, has been a great platform. And thanks to our brand ambassador, I think the outreach will be quite special. His face there is going to make people say, yeah, I want to go.
No, one of the things I think Sonu was very keen. मैं आपको honestly बताता हूँ, यहाँ viewers को भी मैं बताना चाहूँगा कि जब मैंने सोनू से कहा कि देखिए हम नेटवर्क 18 पर ऐसी एक पहल करना चाहते हैं, आप क्लॉक पे 20 सेकंड नहीं लगे, मैं आपको कह रहा हूँ, उनके जवाब के लिए लेट्स डू इट। उन्होंने उसके आगे कोई सवाल ही नहीं पूछा, उन्होंने बस ये कहा कि मैं चाहता हूं कि वैक्सीन सब तक पहुंचे और जो इसको नहीं अफोर्ड कर सकते उनको वैक्सीन मिले भी, हम फैसिलिटेट भी करें। तो कहीं ना कहीं वो भी कर रहे हैं हम।
बिल्कुल आनंद, जैसा आपने बोला कि सिर्फ अवेयरनेस की बात नहीं, बहुत सारे लोगों को तक वो चीज पहुंची नहीं है, उन्हें पता नहीं कहां से लगाना है। जो लोग अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते जाकर, और हमें उनको ना सिर्फ बताना है लेकिन हमें उन्हें लगवाना भी है। सर ने जैसे बताया कि इतने विलेजेस जो हैं, 4,831 विलेजेस की बात करें तो अब सोचिए कितने परिवार हैं वहां पर, और जब वो एक वेव शुरू होगी लगवाने की तो आप सोचिए किस तरह कितने मल्टीपल फोल्ड्स तक वो बात पहुंचेगी। सो आई फील प्रिविलेज टू बी पार्ट ऑफ दिस होल जर्नी, और आप देखेंगे कि आने वाले कुछ ही समय में पूरे देश में हर एक बंदा वैक्सीन लगा के बैठेगा।
चलिए एक और बंदे से मिलते हैं, बहुत ही खुश मिजाज हैं ये। ही इज 34 years old, इनका नाम मनीष कुमार है। ही इज वन ऑफ द हेल्थ वर्कर्स, इज वन ऑफ द फर्स्ट पीपल टू गेट वैक्सीनेटेड। सबसे पहले उन्होंने कहा मुझे लगा दो वैक्सीन, और फिर सबको जाके पूछा वैक्सीन लगाया है क्या। मनीष जी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद हमसे बात करने के लिए। सबसे पहले मैं जानना चाहता हूं, जब आप टीका लगवाने वाले थे, वैक्सीनेशन ड्राइव शुरू होने वाला था, यू गोइंग टू बी द फर्स्ट पर्सन, क्या गुजर रहा था आपके मन में, क्या सोच रहे थे आप?
कुछ नहीं, जैसा नॉर्मल होते हैं वैसे ही वही चल रहा था बस। मतलब वैक्सीन लगवाने के बाद ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं था वो, क्योंकि एक तो सुबह 9 बजे जब हम जाके वहाँ वेटिंग हॉल में बैठे, हम मेरे सारे यार दोस्त जो भी हम सब थे, तो वो सबके मन पे एक ही बात चल रही थी, यार नहीं लगवाना है, कुछ हो जाएगा, ये है वो है। मैंने सबको सुना बराबर, सबके साथ जाके बैठा। फिर मतलब 9:30 तक मेरा कोई पहला नंबर फिक्स नहीं था। 9:30 में मैं अपने सर को, अपने सीनियर को जाके बोला कि सर मैं वैक्सीन लगवाऊंगा लेकिन सबसे पहले मेरे लगवाओ, जो होगा देखा जाएगा। सब डर रहे हैं। तो वहाँ जो हमारे सर थे, हमारे सीनियर थे, उन्होंने बोला यार बड़ा ब्रेव लड़का है ये, अपने आप से आगे आ गया है। तो बोले अगर ये जब हमारे सामने बोल पा रहा है तो ये किसी के सामने भी बोल देगा। मतलब मेन बात वही थी कि ये हिचकिचाए ना, अगर कोई इंटरव्यू ले, मीडिया में जाए या कहीं भी, तो उन्होंने खुद बोला कि यार जब ये हमारे सामने बेझिझक बोल दे रहा है तो ये लगवा लेगा, ये कॉन्फिडेंट है, इसको ही लगवाओ। मतलब 9:30 पे मैंने बोला, 10 बजे मेरे को जाके पता लग गया था कि पहला नंबर मेरा ही है। और उसका दूसरा कारण ये भी था कि जो वहाँ पे सिस्टम था ना, वो था कि एक छोटे से रूम में वैक्सीन लगनी थी सबसे पहली, और हमें दो तीन दिन से बताया गया था कि ANI न्यूज़ और DD न्यूज़ सिर्फ 2 ही जने आएंगे मीडिया से। लेकिन जब मोदी जी का लाइव BC चल रहा था, ब्रॉडकास्ट चल रहा था, तो उसके बाद जब देखा गया ना, तो वर्ल्ड की में जितने भी मीडिया हैं, जितने भी न्यूज़ चैनल है, वो पूरे हॉल में इकट्ठे हो गए थे। तो उनको देखने के बाद वो सर ने फिर एकदम क्विक डिसीजन लिया कि ये लड़का बोल भी देगा, इसको बैठाओ। तो पहले तो मैं कॉन्फिडेंट था, मतलब ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट भी था कि यार 2-3 जने तो हैं इनके सामने, तो बोलना है बोल दूंगा। लेकिन उसके बाद जब वहाँ से मोदी जी के लाइव ब्रॉडकास्ट से जैसे ही लेके गए, तो मेरी जहाँ तक नज़र जा रही थी वहाँ तक मीडिया वाले ही बैठे थे। तो उसको देख के, मतलब आप बिलीव नहीं करो, उसको देख के मैं और ज़्यादा अंदर से, मतलब मेरे अंदर पावर आ गई कि यार अब तो कुछ भी हो जाए, अब तो चाहे मर भी जाऊँ कोई दिक्कत नहीं, वैक्सीन मैं ही लगवाऊंगा। तो मैंने वैक्सीन लगवाई।
अब तो चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए। सोनू सूद हमारे साथ बैठे हैं, मनीष वो आपसे कुछ पूछना चाहते हैं।
मनीष, मैं एक बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट सवाल था कि जब आपने बोला कि आपने वैक्सीन लगाया, तो आपको क्या महसूस क्या हुआ? जो आपके आसपास वाले लोग थे जो डर रहे थे पहले वैक्सीन लगाने से, तो आपको देखकर उनके अंदर वो साहस आया कि नहीं आया?
वैक्सीन लगवाने तक भी कोई रिएक्शन नहीं था। वैक्सीन लगवाने के बाद आधे घंटे का ऑब्जर्वेशन में था, आधे घंटे ऑब्जर्वेशन में बैठा, आधे घंटे ऑब्जर्वेशन से जैसे ही बाहर निकला, बाहर 4 कैमरे मेरा वेट कर रहे थे, और वो 4 कैमरे तो वेट कर ही रहे थे। बाकी 40 जने जो सुबह मेरे साथ बात कर रहे थे, वो अलग से मेरा वेट कर रहे थे कि कुछ हुआ तो नहीं। खुद मेरी मम्मी वहीं थी, मेरे मामा वगैरह, मेरे सर सब यहीं जॉब करते हैं एम्स में, वो सब मेरा ही वेट कर रहे थे कि कुछ हुआ तो नहीं, कुछ हुआ नहीं। सीधा वहाँ से ऑब्जर्वेशन से निकला और सीधा कैमरे के सामने वहाँ उनसे थोड़ी सी बातचीत करी। मतलब जो हमारे सीनियर थे वो सब मेरे पीछे आके खड़े हो गए थे। तो इतना ही काफ़ी होता है बस। जब इतने बड़े बड़े सीनियर मेरे पीछे आके खड़े हो गए, तो फिर उसके बाद तो फिर मैं दीन दुनिया की खबर ही नहीं थी। फिर तो जो मन में आया वो मैं बोलता गया, और भगवान की दुआ से कुछ हुआ तो नहीं। लेकिन वो तो एक सिर्फ जैसे फिल्म का ट्रेलर होता है ना, वो सिर्फ एक ट्रेलर था। मैंने सोचा कि यार ये 3-4 कैमरे ही तो हैं। लेकिन जैसे ही मैं वहाँ से फ्री हुआ, तो एक हॉल, बहुत बड़ा हॉल था, उसमें मतलब जितने भी वहाँ बाहर थे ना, जब मेरे वैक्सीन लगी, तो उनका इंटरव्यू ऑलरेडी चल रहा था। हर्षवर्धन जी थे, गुलेरिया सर वहीं बैठे थे, उनके साथ चल रहा था। अब बिलीव नहीं करोगे, सोफे पे चढ़ के, मतलब कैमरों के बीच में से निकल के मैं कैमरे के आगे पहुंचा था। मतलब इतनी भीड़ थी वहां पे। फिर जब उनके सामने जाके बैठा, तो फिर तो मतलब एक पावर जनरेट शरीर में होनी ही थी। हर्षवर्धन जी बिल्कुल बगल में बैठे हैं, गुलेरिया सर बगल में बैठे हैं, वर्ल्ड में लाइव देखा जा रहा है।
मनीष, एक और बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट सवाल जो मुझे लगता है बहुत सारे लोग के जहन में है, अभी आप दोनों डोजेस जो हैं लगवा चुके हैं, आपको कैसा महसूस हो रहा है?
हाँ, बहुत ही बढ़िया। स्टारडम किसको अच्छा नहीं लगता?
लेकिन एक हेल्थ वर्कर होने की वजह से आपका एटीट्यूड बहुत मजा आया मनीष जी। ये जो तरीका है ना, बिंदास होकर जिस तरह से आप बोल रहे हैं, इसी से बहुत लोगों में हिम्मत आएगी। पर एक हेल्थ वर्कर होने के नाते से मैं आपसे जानना चाहता हूं, कितना इंपॉर्टेंट है इस कोविड-19 इस वायरस को हराने के लिए टीका लगवाना? ये लगाया क्या, सवाल पूछना बहुत जरूरी है।
इसके लिए मैं एक ही बात चाहूंगा कि जो अपने एक्सपीरियंस से मैं बताना चाहूंगा 2-2.5 महीने के, कि इस वैक्सीन को लगवाने के बाद मास्क भी पहनना है, सैनिटाइजर भी यूज करना है, और 2 गज की दूरी भी रखनी है। तो मुझे तो नहीं लगता ये कोरोना की वैक्सीन है, मुझे तो ये लगता है ये इम्यूनिटी बढ़ाने की वैक्सीन है। और जब लास्ट ईयर जब हमारा लॉकडाउन लगा था, तो यही बताया गया था कि जिसकी इम्यूनिटी तगड़ी होगी उसको कोरोना होगा, लग के चला जाएगा, लेकिन उसको होगा नहीं, और जिसकी इम्यूनिटी कम होगी उसको कोरोना होगा। तो मैं अपने 2-2.5 महीने के जो एक्सपीरियंस है मेरा वैक्सीन लगवाने का, क्योंकि अगर ये कोरोना को भगाने की वैक्सीन होती, तो जिसको वैक्सीन लगी वो बिना मास्क के घूमो, क्योंकि उन्हें तो शक्तिमान की वैक्सीन लग गई ना, शक्तिमान आएगा और बचा ले जाएगा। तो ये इम्यूनिटी बढ़ाने की वैक्सीन है, मेरे अंदाजे से बस कि ये इसको लगाएंगे इम्यूनिटी बढ़ जाएगी, जब इम्यूनिटी बढ़ जाएगी तो कोरोना अपने आप ही मर जाएगा।
मनीष, बहुत अच्छा लगा आपसे बात करके। आपने कहा कि ये इम्यूनिटी बढ़ाने की वैक्सीन है, इसको लगाइए, तो इसके मतलब ये नहीं कि आप मास्क पहनना छोड़ देंगे, आप सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग नहीं रखेंगे, लेकिन हाँ, आपके इस वायरस से लड़ने की ताकत आपके शरीर में ज्यादा हो जाएगी। शरीन, अमेजिंग टॉकिंग टू मनीष कुमार, and that attitude is what is going to perhaps encourage so many more people.
Absolutely, and I love that last line from Anand where he said that आपको लगता है कि शक्तिमान आएगा और सब कुछ ठीक हो जाएगा. I think that is exactly the point that everyone needs to focus on. You have to help yourself. The government can only do so much. Authorities can only do so much. You have to be responsible. You have to follow the appropriate behavior. And that line from Manish was absolutely on the spot. Well, let's continue our conversations here as part of the Sanjeevani campaign. One of the top minds of the country who has led the fight against the virus, AIIMS Director Dr. Randeep Guleria will also be joining us shortly. But the Niti Aayog has of course been the nodal body that has been looking after our strategy on dealing with COVID. Dr. Vinod Paul, who's the head of the National COVID Task Force, is a member of the Niti Aayog. But for now, let's go across to the CEO of Niti Aayog, Amitabh Kant. He's of course been instrumental in putting together the strategy on COVID. My colleague Maria Shakil has Mr. Kant with her. Maria.
And joining us now at the launch of this campaign is the CEO of Niti Aayog, Mr. Amitabh Kant. Mr. Kant, thank you so much for your time. क्या आपने टीका लगवा लिया है? आपका अपना एक्सपीरियंस कैसा रहा?
देखिए, मैंने दोनों टीके लगवा लिए हैं अपने, और मेरा बहुत ही अच्छा अनुभव रहा, क्योंकि मैंने कोविन ऐप पर अपने आप को रजिस्टर कराया और मैंने एम्स में अपने दोनों टीके लगवाए, और ये बहुत ही, मुझे तो कुछ पता भी नहीं चला। एक फ्लू शॉट में तो थोड़ा बहुत पता चला था मुझे, पर इन दोनों शॉट्स में मुझे पता ही नहीं चला। ये दोनों इतने आसानी से हुए और कुछ फील ही नहीं हुआ, और मेरे को तो कोई साइड इफेक्ट नहीं हुआ इसका। तो मैं तो यही कहूँगा कि सारे भारतवासियों को जो 45 साल से बड़े हैं, सबको लगवाना चाहिए, और यही एक बहुत बड़ा वैक्सीनेशन ड्राइव है देश में। और माननीय प्रधानमंत्री ने कहा इसको एक जन आंदोलन बनाना है, और जन आंदोलन की तरह सबको लगवाना चाहिए। और मैं सबको कहूंगा कि टीका लगवाइए, पता भी नहीं चलता, और यही इसी तरह हम सब लोग कोविड को हटा सकेंगे और सब लोग की जिंदगी बचा सकेंगे।
Mr. Kant, we are looking at a situation where the second wave is here. There is night curfew in certain cities. There is speculation of a lockdown as well. India cannot really afford a lockdown is what the popular perception is, particularly among the economists. As the CEO of the Niti Aayog, help us understand the current situation and how it really impacted our economic growth.
See, first of all, we must understand that the second wave of COVID, the spread is very quick and very fast. Between March 12 and April 1st, we have moved from 20,000 to 80,000, and we've crossed a lakh now. Whereas in the first wave, it took us 65 days. It was far more gradual. Secondly, in the second wave, the spread is much more quickly happening within the same households. And therefore, it's all the more imperative that there is COVID appropriate behavior. That's number one. Even though I've had 2 shots, I'm masking myself, I'm ensuring that there is physical and social distancing from everyone, and I'm ensuring all the necessary discipline which every Indian must do. But the critical thing is that to ensure livelihood and economic growth, it is very important that whatever we do, we should not impact livelihoods. And if we do not want to impact livelihoods, it's incumbent upon the people of India to behave with great discipline and ensure that there's COVID appropriate behavior. But there's also a responsibility on the part of cities, states, to do testing, tracing and isolation. Without testing, tracing and isolation in a very big way, And now we've got a vast number of RT-PCR tests. We've done a huge amount of innovation. We should speed up testing. The answer to this is simply one about testing, tracing and isolation. Thirdly, we must understand that 11 states of India are accounting for 91% of the cases and 90.5% of the death rates. And therefore, these 11 states hold the key to India's success, and we should ensure that there is full testing, tracing and isolation, and there is full vaccination of above 45 people in these states. These states hold the responsibility of making India a success. I'm not a great believer in lockouts. I'm a believer that whatever we do, we should do hyper-local strategization. Very hyper-local strategization along with testing, tracing and isolation.
Today is World Health Day and we are launching this campaign today. आप क्या मैसेज देना चाहेंगे हिंदुस्तानियों को आज के दिन?
पहले तो मैं आपको बधाई देना चाहूँगा कि आपने ये संजीवनी प्रोग्राम को लॉन्च किया. दूसरा मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा कि मैंने 2 वैक्सीन शॉट्स कराए हैं अपने और मुझे तो पता ही नहीं चला. फ्लू शॉट में बल्कि पता चला, पर इसमें तो बिल्कुल ही फील नहीं हुआ, कोई साइड इफेक्ट नहीं हुआ. जब इंजेक्शन दिया गया तब भी पता नहीं चला. तो मैं तो सारे भारतवासियों को कहूँगा कि भारत एक अकेला देश है जिसने वैक्सीन्स बनाई हैं और यहाँ अवेलेबल हैं, और देशों में तो मिलती ही नहीं है. तो यहाँ वैक्सीन लगवाइए और कुछ पता नहीं चलेगा आपको, और इसी से आप अपने आप को और अपने परिवार को कोविड-19 से बचा सकेंगे.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. That is Amitabh Kant for you. On the other side would be another newsmaker.
Thanks very much, Maria. Yes, Amitabh Kant, the CEO of the Niti Aayog, has got both his shots, and as he was pointing out, it is going to be crucial for us to ensure that the economy remains open even as we battle with the second wave of the COVID pandemic. Maria was talking about more newsmakers, and here's another one. He's been equally responsible for battling the many stages of COVID that the country has faced. Joining us now is the director of AIIMS, Dr. Randeep Guleria. He also was the first to take the Covaxin shot. Dr. Guleria, many thanks for joining us here on CNBC, on Network 18. We're, sir, vaccinating at an average of about 9 lakh vaccines per day since the beginning of the drive on the 16th of Jan. We've now touched a new record day before yesterday of over 40 lakh. Perhaps we are amongst the handful of nations to vaccinate as many people as we have. But do you believe that we now need to pick up the pace even more? Because as a percentage of the population, while the absolute number looks great, but as a percentage of the population, we need to do a little bit more and more aggressively.
Yes, vaccination is one solution, and I think what we need to do is encourage people to come more and more to the vaccination site if they're in the priority group, so that that group gets vaccinated as early as possible. We still haven't reached in most vaccination sites full capacity. It's not that we have a 10-day waiting for people to get themselves vaccinated. The vaccination sites are still only meeting only about 30% of their capacity. There is still a large capacity available, and people are still not coming. So we need to reach out to people, get them vaccinated as early as possible, and then go to the lower age group. We need to do that as early as possible so that we save lives, so that the high risk group is vaccinated, and then we go to the lower age group so that we can also break the chain of transmission and prevent the infection from spreading from one group to the other.
Right. Dr. Guleria, you talked about how in this wave it's the younger people who seem to be at more risk and that we should start to address them. By when do you believe that we could start to address the younger people? Currently the age cutoff is 45. What's your expectation on that front? And what about the treatment protocol for COVID? There have of course been many learnings over the past year.
So that is something that a lot of work is being done in terms of monoclonal antibodies. But unlike the vaccine, we haven't seen a major breakthrough as far as antiviral drugs which can help us as far as treating COVID is concerned. The COVID strategy for treatment has remained the same over the last few months in terms of drugs like remdesivir, steroids, anticoagulants or other medication and oxygen. there is a lot of research going on to find some good drugs which can kill the virus at an early stage and be able to really help us in terms of treatment. We haven't really got that right now. That is why code-appropriate behavior, vaccination is the most important strategy, because treatment still is lagging behind in terms of having effective antiviral therapy.
Yes, the treatment, as you point out, is still distance away. Of course, trials are underway. Dr. Guleria, many thanks for joining us here. The director of AIIMS, Randeep Guleria, speaking with us. But let me go back across now to Anand, Sonu Sood and Shram Srinivasan, who have been with us through this morning. And what a wonderful morning it's turning out to be. Mr. Srinivasan, today you're focusing on the vaccine, but usually on a day like today, you would have been at your desk watching CNBC TV 18 to understand what the MPC's decision means for the economy. So let me very quickly ask you, Mr. Srinivasan, accommodative stance maintained by the MPC, no change in rates. Your first reaction?
Shirin, I was quite nervous. Thank you. Now that I know that there are no changes, that was probably a long expected lines, and I think RBI has held true to their statements. I do think this probably the situation warranted no change, right? And everybody expected, most of the reviews suggested there would be none. So I'm sure that RBI has taken into view all the developments that are happening, the kind of resurgence of COVID. So to keep the thing running along, they've kept the interest rates where they are. Now, of course, the the baton has been handed over, and I'll come back to our vaccination drive. If we get more and more people vaccinated, I think the economy can come back faster, and then many of the developments can happen. So at this point in time, good decision.
Now these 5 districts, let's focus on the 5 districts and what we are doing. We're starting with Atari and Amritsar and where we are right now. One of the aspects which stands out, and this is the number. Everybody is saying कि सबके लिए vaccination खोल दीजिए, लेकिन जिनके लिए खोला है, उन्होंने ये vaccination नहीं लगाया है. There is a huge number. Now we got, as of 6th, 8.13 crore people across our country have gotten vaccinated. But if you look at the key districts, those 130 districts, and in that, these districts, then the percentage of vaccination is very low.
Very low.
तो वहीं पे काम करने की जरूरत है. कैसे करेंगे?
I think like everything else, Anand, finally it's really the grassroots work, right? You have to be there. Like I kept saying, right? The first is awareness, then the access, and then the availability. With the developments that are happening by creation of all these, the Sanjeevani Gadi, which is going to be kicked off right now, is going to be one real on-ground initiative. Just like how the election campaigns happen and the on-ground blaring noise goes around and people wake up to some local event, this is going to kind of create that enthusiasm for people to say, yeah, this is something. And when people like Sonu are right up in their face and he says, I'm fine, I do think people will come up to
No, आपने तो बहुत काम किया है और कोविड टाइम में आपको लोग कोविड टाइम में तो आप लोगों को बहुत आपने तो ग्रास रूट पे माइग्रेंट्स के साथ भी बहुत काम किया है. उनकी क्या मानसिकता होती है? इन द सेंस क्या होता है जो ट्रिगर पॉइंट होता है कि वो किसी चीज को करना चाहते हैं या नहीं करना चाहते हैं?
वो हमसे, मुझे लगता है आनंद, हमसे ज्यादा मजबूत लोग रहते हैं. मुझे याद है कि उस पूरे दौर में 17-18 घंटे में रोड्स पे ही रहता था. जब बसेस, ट्रेन, फ्लाइट्स में लोगों को छोड़ते थे तो सवाल उनसे एक ही होता था कि वापस कब आप घर आओगे. तो उनका ये कहना था कि जब सब ठीक हो जाएगा, जब वैक्सीन आ जाएगी. तो मुझे याद है कि हम सब ने देखा है कि बहुत सारे हमें व्हाट्सएप मैसेजेस आते थे, एक दूसरे से शेयर करते थे कि वैक्सीन कब आएगी, बहुत जल्द आ जाएगा तो ही जिंदगी नॉर्मल होगी. तो हम सब ने उस चीज का, इस समय का इंतजार किया है कि वैक्सीन कब आएगी, और अब वैक्सीन आ गई है. तो जितने लोग हैं माइग्रेंट्स, मैं आपको बता रहा हूं कि मैं करीबन 7.5 लाख लोगों से उस समय, उस दौरान टच में आया था, और वो सब लोग मैसेजेस करते थे, चाहे उनकी मेडिकल की तकलीफें होती थी, एजुकेशन की होती थी, एम्प्लॉयमेंट की होती थी. लेकिन जितने लोगों के साथ मैं मेडिकली एसोसिएट रहा हूं, मैं आज भी उनको बोलता हूं वैक्सीन आप लगाइए, और बहुत सारे लोगों ने लगाई भी है. तो बात वही है कि मुझे लगता है कि वो लोग तो फिर भी लगवाना चाहते हैं, कई बार एक्सेस उन्हें नहीं मिलता. तो आई थिंक ये जो संजीवनी जो ड्राइव है पूरी उसी चीज के लिए कि जिन लोगों का एक्सेस नहीं है वहां तक पहुंचने का, या जिन लोगों के माइंड में अभी भी एक डर है उसे लगाने का, उसे हमें निकालना है और इन्हें जल्द से जल्द वैक्सीनेट करना है. तो आई थिंक जल्द ही इस ड्राइव के थ्रू हम देखेंगे ऐसा होगा.
Well, busy news day and no change in the credit rates. NCP, that's what Shireen Barnes just brought us the news. So Shireen, I thank you very much. I know you're going to take a short pit stop and then you're going to join us back here on Sanjeevani Shot of Life by Federal Bank. Lagaya kya, wonderful to have you with us this morning. And Thank you so much. And I'm going to quickly bring in Zaka Jacob, Managing Editor, CNN News 18, who's in conversation with Dr. Sanjay Gupta of CNN. Hashtag lagaya kya? Bolna nahi.
All right, joining us now on Sanjeevani is a very special guest. He's the Chief Medical Correspondent of CNN, Dr. Sanjay Gupta. Thanks very much for speaking with us here on CNN News 18 and on Sanjeevani. Sanjay, thanks. Let's start with the topic of vaccine hesitancy, because it's been a common problem, whether it is in the developed countries like the US or whether it is in developing ones like India. How does one counter this hesitation to take the vaccine that we've seen among some folks?
Well, it's a challenge to counter vaccine hesitancy, and this problem has existed long before the pandemic as well, so it's not a new problem. I think there's a couple things that really are important to note. One is that hesitancy does seem to go down as more and more people get vaccinated, because a lot of times people, they want other people to go first, they want to sort of see how the rollout is going, and then they're more likely to go ahead and get vaccinated. I think the other thing, it's really important to remind people not just that the vaccines can help save their lives, but also give them a life. Meaning, you know, we know the vaccines are very effective at reducing hospitalization and death, but one thing I have found, Zaka, is that people also want to know, well, so can I travel now? Can I see friends? Can I do things that I otherwise couldn't do? They want to have some sort of increased incentive to get the vaccine. And finally, you know, one thing, when we talk about herd immunity, this idea of getting, you know, 70% of a population some immunity, the vaccines obviously are a big part of that, but also in places like India, the United States, other places, they've had a lot of people who have previously been infected. Now, those people who've previously been infected will likely have some immunity as well. So when you combine all these things together, I think you can start to address getting enough people vaccinated.
Now, the strategy adopted in most countries around the world where vaccines have been given is that there is a skew towards the elderly, the people who are most vulnerable. But one other thing that we've seen is simultaneously, at least here in India, is, you know, we're seeing a second surge. And the ones who are carrying the virus almost all of the time happen to be younger people who are moving around for work and for other reasons. So, medically speaking, how does one address this seeming contradiction? You're vaccinating one set of people, but the other set are contracting the disease.
Yeah, first of all, I think it made total sense, and it continues to make sense to vaccinate the most vulnerable people first, and that is the elderly, and that is people with pre-existing conditions. Keep in mind, we didn't know at the very beginning who was most likely to really get sick from this. You know, with previous infections like H1N1 back, you know, in 2009, it was young people that were most affected. So we learned obviously who's most affected. We also know that the vaccine, if you really look at what does the vaccine do, we say it's 95% effective, but 95% effective at what? What that really means is that it's very effective at preventing people from becoming severely ill, preventing them from requiring hospitalization, and preventing them from dying. So if that's what the vaccine does, and we know which population of people are most likely to develop those things, it makes sense to vaccinate them first. But now, as we go into the next several weeks and months, we have to make sure that young people who may have thought, hey, look, I don't have to worry about this disease, I'll be fine, they have to be willing to get vaccinated as well to protect themselves from getting sick, because they still can get sick, but also to reduce this transmission, which is still ongoing.
How long would the immunity or the effectiveness, as you said it, provided by a vaccine, typically how long would that last?
Right. Well, Zaka, you know, I don't think we know the answer to that yet. And for some of these things, the only way you can really know is with the passage of time. So they start inoculating people, you know, 6 months ago, and they test them again at 6 months, and they say, well, you still have plenty of antibodies, you still have lots of immunity, so it works at least 6 months. One final word, again, this is a debate that's happening in this country, it's been happening in Europe, the lockdown versus vaccinating more people, a greater proportion of the population. In Europe, many countries, France, Germany, Italy, Spain, they've all decided to go in for a second lockdown, in some cases a third lockdown. Here in India, though, the view is
that we'd rather vaccinate more people and not go into a lockdown. Where do you stand on this debate?
Right. I mean, that is the debate. I mean, you know, I think that once you get to this sort of herd immunity, and you know, it's a little bit of a moving target. What percentage you need is based on how contagious the virus is, and some of these new variants are more contagious, so you need to have higher percentage of the country actually immunized. But you know, if you add in the various numbers, the percentage of people who've been vaccinated, in addition to the percentage of people who have immunity from being previously infected, I think you can start to think about a place like the United States, for example. I think within the next few months, you know, by summer time over here, I think we could probably be at that point of herd immunity. But variants are something we got to keep an eye on, because they may start to mutate. This virus may start to mutate in a way where you don't have as much protection from the vaccines, and people may need a second vaccination shot. Or you can drop into herd immunity in the summer, and then as the weather gets colder, you may have a resurgence again. So it's not necessarily the end. It may be a significant lapse in new cases and things like that, which will be good. But the question at that point is, can you keep it down? Can you make sure to keep it down? And that really depends on our behavior over the next few weeks, and how many people get vaccinated over the next few months.
All right, Dr. Sanjay Gupta, as always, a pleasure speaking with you. Thanks for joining us on Sanjeevani.
Well, Sonu Sood is the center of attention of all the BSF soldiers here, Jawans here, who want a moment with him because he's got a huge fan following. You can see the crowds. But then we're going to take a short break. On the other side, his father is Padma Shri Ustad Puran Chand Wadali. He is the winner of the Ustad Bismillah Khan Yuva Puraskar. From the Wadalis, we will have Lakhwinder Wadali joining us. All set after the break.